I owe you too, man. What they do, family, what's poppin', what's going on, man? So, as you may see in the title, this video is gonna be called Be Grateful for What You Prayed For. Excuse me, right? Um, as you can see, if you subscribe to my videos, feel me, then you already know that I got a proof for a place, man. You know, I'm not gonna go into details about this place. This video is not for showing. It's not a showing of the place or nothing like that. It's just I want to kind of get a message across, man. So this Tuesday that just passed, right? Has made 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Yeah. Today is what? Today's the 15th. 4th to the 10th. So maybe 2 weeks, right? And a few days ago, I started to get like depressed, right? Because I want so much for myself that I'm thinking about the future. Like, okay, how can I obtain these things that I need, that I want, in this moment, rather than like being happy in the present moment, you know. And I was feeling like real convicted, man, because I'm not a religious dude. I'm real spiritual. And I understand a lot of things that other people don't, you know. But I was feeling real convicted because I'm thinking about it. And 2 years ago, this month, I went back to my daddy's hospital, right? This is before I knew I wanted to be a vlogger, right? This is probably like, I want to say 4 months, 4 or 5 months before I considered being a vlogger, before it came into mind, right? And when I had to fly back to Orlando because I was going through it with this girl I was talking to, and my mental wasn't right. I wasn't crazy, nothing like that, but there was a lot of things that wasn't me that was taking place, that was transpiring, and I didn't like that, So at this time, me and my daddy weren't talking, nothing like that, and I was so like in a messed up place to the point where I hit up the phone and I actually called him, and I didn't even want to talk to him. I'm saying around that time I kind of felt so like I was so angry at him because I felt like, you know, he just disappeared. He wasn't talking to nobody. I'm not gonna get into that in this video, but yeah, I ended up calling him because I was so desperate to talk to somebody because my mental health it just wasn't where it should have been. Boom, he ended up booking my flight. 30 minutes later, I ended up flying back to Florida, like 2 or 3 days later, you know. And when I got to Florida, I remember like I had a lot of time to myself because he would go to work early in the morning, and I couldn't go to sleep because at this time, before then, I was smoking, I was drinking. So now I wasn't smoking. Mind you, I was smoking for 8 years prior, right? So now I'm going through a deep withdrawal. And now I have deep insomnia. It's bad. So I was staying up because I would probably like go to sleep for like an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours, and then wake back up. So so during that time, right, I had a lot of time where I was just devoting my time to myself, which I believe, like my higher self, is God, or God is within. I'm still on the brink of whether or not I believe whether it's true or not, whether God is outside of us or, internally. Anyways, um, yeah, so I started like talking to myself in terms of just like talking to the God within me, not saying that I'm the God, I am God, but there's a God within me. There's a God within all of us. So that's what I started doing. And I just started like getting a lot of answers to a lot of my prayers and stuff like that, or things that I was wondering, right? So during that time, like two things that I had in mind. I wanted to um, have my daughter live with me, and the second thing, I wanted my own apartment. So the prayer that I prayed was that I wanted to get my crib first, right? So that I can become financially stable. I wanted to be financially stable so I can get my crib so that my daughter can live with me. That's the way it was. And it didn't turn out exactly like that because God usually has different plans for us, right? So I ended up getting my daughter, but I didn't have a place. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a place. I wasn't really, I was somewhat financially stable. I guess you could say that. Like the money was coming in, it was cool. So I had the money, but I didn't have the place, right? And I had my daughter. So a lot of times I would sit there and be like thinking to myself, like, oh, such and such situation ends up happening. And I would just think to myself, like, you know what? I can't even be mad because guess what? I asked God to let me have my daughter, and that's what happened. I have her. So one of my prayers were answered. How can I be mad about this and that other stuff when my prayers was answered? Like I have my daughter, you know. So it goes for even this. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, like I told y'all, I was feeling convicted because I'm sitting here thinking like, dang, like right now, if you see, this is not to give y'all, it's not a tour or anything like that, but just to show y'all, right? I don't have much of anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't have much of anything. You know what I'm saying? I got all these things from the pantry, the emergency pantry, you know? So y'all, and I really can't do anything with these anyways because I have no pots and pans. You feel me? So yeah, so I'm just in here and I'm like, damn, bro, like the floor is hard as hell, bro. Like as you can see, look what type of tile I have. Right? Matter of fact, let's turn this light on. So let's look at the floors. Right? So the floor is hard as hell to the point where I had to lay my clothes down and use it as cushion, and it still hasn't done anything. Still hasn't done anything at all. Right? So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself like, bruh, like I need pots, I need pans, I need this, I need that, I need this, and I need that. The videos prior to this one, I was staying with my mom. It was a 1 bedroom shared amongst me, my daughter, my 2 brothers, and my mom. 5 people in a 1 bedroom. Me and my brother, the youngest, him and I, we stayed inside the bedroom, right? My mom, my other brother, and my daughter stayed inside the living room. And it came to the point where like I'm sitting here, it's like I'm overwhelmed because every second somebody's coming up to me asking me something, want to engage, want to talk, and it's like I'm in an energy where I don't have a social battery, like my thing is like depleted, like, and there's not much charge to it because I'm always being depleted. Because they end up going to bed at like, I'm saying, 2, 3 in the morning, and they wake up around 8. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it was a lot on me. So now I'm looking at this place and I'm sitting here thinking like, bro, how can you sit here and complain? How can you really sit here and complain, bro, when this is yours, bro? Yes, you don't have a bed. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you don't have a bed. Yes, you don't have, you know, toiletry or pots and pans or food that you can cook. You got eggs in the fridge, but you can't cook them. But guess what, bro? You didn't have this last month, man. You didn't even have this 3 weeks ago. You feel what I'm saying? You didn't have this 3 weeks ago, and look at what you have, man. You know. So I prayed and everything like that, and just asked God for forgiveness, man, because sometimes we're so eager, we're so caught up in the future on what we don't have that we never sit here and say, okay, bro, like, yeah, look what I do have right now in the present moment. You look at what you don't have instead of looking at what you do have. You turn around and you say, oh yeah, well, I want an Audi RS7. You know what I'm saying? 2021. You feel me? In matte black color. You know, with uh, black black wheels, black rims, but with, you know, purple brake pads. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You get everything. You get it all. You get the car and you driving. Oh yeah, it's good. It's good. Like, yeah, I love this car. And 2 weeks go by, and you see somebody with a um, Dodge Challenger, or a QRS8. You feel me? And you like, dang, bro, I want one of those. Like, now I gotta work hard to get one of those and stuff. Like, bro, you work so hard to get this right here. A lot of people don't have this. A lot of people don't have this, man. You feel me? A lot of people don't have these little things. And I don't mean little in terms of like it's not worth much. I'm just saying like this is a stepping stone. Honor your stepping stones, man. Honor your stepping stones, fam. Stop being so eager to look towards the future that you forget what you have in the present moment. Because guess what? If this gets taken away from you right this moment, in this instant, I'm gonna be butthurt. I'm gonna sit down and be like, man, look what happened, bro. Like, yeah, I lost my crib, and that's all that's gonna be on my mind. And I'm gonna have to go back to my mom's house or whoever, or I don't know, man. You see what I'm saying? So the lesson of the day, man. You feel me? Is to be grateful for what you prayed for before it gets taken away. God works in mysterious ways, man, and just by the grace of God, man, what happened? I was sitting there with my mom, bro, with my family. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Jobs ain't hit me back. I don't got no money. I gotta borrow from my brother, my little brother, man. You feel me? I gotta borrow from him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just living. I'm just breathing. My daughter's depending on, not even on me. She's depending on my mom's food stamps. You feel me? And guess what? Out the blue, boom, people call me. Oh yeah, we got a place for you. Boom, I'm on it. Back then I would have been like, oh bro, I ain't got the money to go up top and meet with these people. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm too far. This and that. But guess what? This like me now. I'm like, nah, bro. We're gonna find a way. Even if you gotta beg, keep begging, keep begging, keep begging. Because look what happened. Look what happened, bro. Y'all not like, bro. Look what happened. And guess what? I owe people money. I owe my mom money. You see what I'm saying? I owe my little brother money. But that's okay because right now this is a stepping stone. I'm honoring my stepping stone. So now, like next week, I got an interview with food stamps. I'm about to get food stamps, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody look at that like, oh, bro, he broke, he poor, bro. Free money, bro, free food. That's one thing. That's one less thing I have to worry about. So now I can put my money elsewhere. That's something. It's like something important. You feel me? So, um, yeah, man. Like, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I have. You know. So, yeah, man. Um, lesson of the day, right? Be grateful for what you prayed for. You know what I'm saying? Honor your stepping stones, man. You feel me? Don't take none of this stuff for granted. You know? Yeah, man, I'm talking with y'all. Sure.